Hey everybody! If everybody can do me a favor, let's go ahead and start taking our places. We're going to get going in a couple of minutes. Notice how the seats are placed. That's for a reason. So please sit. Sit in the seats. I know. In a reasonable fashion. In a reasonable fashion. Thank you.
Should I sit front and center?
Go. Yes. Yeah, this one's yours, right?
This one?
Yeah. Right?
Like maybe.
I don't like that. I don't think you're going to see me roll. I'll just sit like this and just stare right at the camera.
Yeah. Somebody loves
Okay, I'm gonna go test it.
You know what? That was so cool, dude. Coolest thing I've ever done.
It started out as
It's like it was Bryson on it. Actually, I'm
I'm always invited.
Yeah.
I still have so much to do this morning.
Okay, the stream's just a bit early. That's okay.
You want to switch with me?
Yeah, we'll have to stay
If
here.
you want to, actually, I can sit down. Hi. Can I see what you're doing? So if you don't get it, I might do it.
Who all is in?
Do you get it? Hi, Jake. Hey, Jake.
There he is. There he is.
You're on camera. No way. I'm fake. I keep thinking it's like your 10.
I really don't.
It's like a candy cane tape, you know? The KT tape in like the middle right
Maybe
there.
I'll just like forget that.
That's good, bro. It's actually.
That'll be good.
This is like going on Sunday.
I'm gonna click here and see. Oh, we got one card in here.
What is your
I don't know if we're using it right.
That's more dressed up than I am.
Let's test. Let's see here. Oh, that could have gone well. Audio. Oh, we're good now. Yeah. She just entered. We gotta show it. Hey, we're getting comments. Good or bad? Good. They want us to do this.
This game is in. Hello.
Alright.
I don't know.
Caleb.
Texting ruins seats. Wait. Oh, we should have just do that.
Yeah.
Zach can say, right? Just case
Yeah. We can make case for if you really want.
Question. Yeah. Why's your flashlight on? Somewhere else.
Answer. Dang.
Dang, what are we doing?
Can we announce that real quick?
Yeah, captains will announce it.
Okay, so in the back we have two different papers. One you're gonna sign for Coach Sam, and one you're gonna sign for Coach Zach. Just take your what?
It's also distance on the so not all crowding out.
Yeah. Just make sure to stay separate, the distance. Yeah.
Let's do it very fast.
Okay. Hello? Hi. All right, everybody, if I can have everybody's attention, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna make a few remarks, Coach Sam's gonna make a few remarks. Then we're gonna go ahead and start handing out letters, and then we'll go from there. All right. It has been a unique year. During the spring, when we had canceled track season, we weren't sure what was going to happen with cross country. We did not know if there would be a season, if we could hold practices in the summer and what those practices would look like. We did not know what meets we could go to. And for those of you who are paying attention, notice that the schedule changed multiple times, including the time and location of little meets like the divisionals and the state championship. We had to introduce several different protocols for practices and meets, which got stricter as time went on. We had to limit social gatherings and other team activities, like being able to support each other at some of our meets or even having a team camp in the summer. Yet, after all this, the season happened. In spite of all the chaos, where it seemed that the bar we needed to clear to get through this season got higher and higher, you were able to measure up. Whenever you face an obstacle this season, you have the resilience to overcome it. Watching you improve and grow as the season went on, not only as athletes, but as people, in this year of 2020 was nothing short of amazing. I am grateful that I had the opportunity to coach you this year, and I could not be more proud. Thank you.
Add to the list of 2020 speaking into a microphone with a mask, right? To a bunch of kids that are spread out every 6 feet. Probably with a tape measure, it's probably legitimately 6 feet. So I was thinking about the fact that it's like, man, I almost forgot how we do this because it's been so long since we did one of these. It's been over a year, which is crazy to think about. But I think the biggest thing is kind of like what Coach Zach talked about is we're just so proud of your resilience. This could have been a really easy year to just check out. Just be like, you know what, like, this is dumb. Like, I don't want to have to wear a mask. I don't want to have to take my temperature every time. I don't want to have to worry about this. We don't know what the season's going to look like. Could have easily checked out. And man, you guys didn't. Like, you trained during the school shutdown. You came consistently to summer practices. You did everything we could have asked, and you came out and competed. I think some of that was because of some of the uncertainty. Every race felt like, yes, we get another one. And I was really proud of, just more than anything, like I said, the resiliency and the effort that was put into this season. And we'll talk a little bit about with our seniors, but no one's ever going to have a cross-country season like this again. The good news is you can tell your kids, 20 years from now that, well, back in my day, we did this, and so you guys get, you get kind of ownership over this season, and you get to talk about the resilience that you had and the fact that you're able to overcome that. And as coaches, we're super proud of that. It's been hard to run around in a mask at a cross-country meet. Not a fun experience. I don't ever want to experience again. And it's hard to feel like, you can't see my facial expressions when I'm super happy or super disappointed, which I know that I have a face when I'm not as happy or a little bit disappointed, and you didn't get that opportunity. So I'm hoping that you get to see it more often, or not. But again, we're just really proud of you guys, and you guys have done a great job, and in the most unique, different season we've ever seen. So congratulations. So next we are going to go ahead and hand out letter or participation certificates. We've talked about this before, but the biggest thing about receiving a letter certificate is basically just doing everything that was within your power to have a successful season. And some teams and some sports do it differently, but we've always felt like if you did everything we asked you to do, then you deserve a letter. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. Normally we have everyone kind of come up so that way the parents and everyone else can see our team. You're all here, and there isn't anyone else here, so we'll have you come up and go ahead and take your seat back down. But congratulations to those who received certificates today. Again, like I said, you made it through the season and you did a great job. So, Addie Barr. Do this, right? Yeah, totally. That's super cool. Yeah. Caroline Goulet. The Long Walk for Hannah Brierly. Tessa Buswell. Megan Campbell. Megan DeVries. It's a longer walk from the carrier ACL. Camille Dunn. Carly Hansen. Yay. Again, we get to add that to 2020, something you never would think of ever doing, Jessica Lane. Skylar Midgley. Lydia Ponder. Morgan Randall. Brittany Wagner. Jameson Blanchard. Landon Bont. David Boulay. James Christian. Tim Clark. Zach's gonna get it by the end. Christian Cornell. Calvin Gehring. Sam Hansen. Damian Hoke. Chris Hunter. Spencer Marks. Bryson McNair. Austin Moore. Hunter Nelson. Caden Neuenschwander. Gabe Nuttall. Jackson Olson. Gabe Pippin. Austin Siemens. Dylan Tidwell. Logan Wagner. It's kind of a long walk from there. Caleb White. Zach Worthwood. And Drew Youngquist.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Drew.
Yeah, congratulations. Let's cross country 2020. Okay, so those of you who have been with our program for a little bit, typically you kind of have an idea of what we do with award ceremonies and how we handle that. We always do things for our seniors and our captains, and then we do a few awards and everything like that. This year when Zach and I got together and we were discussing this senior class and everything you've gone through, and then we tried to pin down a few specific individuals for awards. It was just so hard because we were just so proud of so much of the effort that went into this year and everything you guys have gone through. And so for our senior awards this year, we tried to do something a little bit. We tried to up our game. And we have a framed picture with a note at the bottom, so that way you guys can always remember this season and the fact that you made it through your senior season of pandemic. And so we're going to go ahead and just bring one by one, and each coach one of us will say what's at the bottom of the note, just so you guys can recognize kind of what we noticed from you. So I'll let Zach go first.
All right. Addie Barr. Addie is one of the kindest individuals that we've ever had the pleasure to coach. She showed a lot of grit and was willing to dig deep when things got tough. No matter how much stress she was dealing with on a given day, she was always able to endure and ultimately succeed.
Hannah Brierly. One of the most important things to know about Hannah is that she wanted the title of Team Mom and took a great deal of pride in it. In the 2 years we have coached her, she has always cared a great deal about her teammates and often puts their needs ahead of her own. Hannah Brierly.
Megan Campbell. It has been a joy to coach Megan for the last 3 years. Over this time, we have seen her consistently improve due to her hard work and dedication. Megan is over 4 minutes faster in the 5K since she started competing with us. This is an amazing accomplishment, and it is a testament to her commitment.
Carly Hansen. Carly is one of the most competitive individuals we have coached. She has an amazing competitive fire and has the willingness to do what it takes to reach her goals, even if that meant taking risks where victory was not always guaranteed. She never took shortcuts and always stayed the course, and ultimately Carly's consistency and competitive fire allowed her to be a 3-time state champion in cross country.
Morgan Randall. If you want, yeah, she's my computer. Yeah. No, you can go ahead and clap. If you want to see someone's true character, see what they do when things are tough. No matter how difficult things got in the workout, Morgan always came back the next day, even if it meant running by herself. If you told her that you needed more out of her, she would dig down and make it happen.
Landon Bott. Let's pretend that he's standing here. Okay. One thing that we always could count on with Landon is the fact that in a big meet he was going to raise his game. In fact, winning a medal is like basically better than winning $1 million to Landon. And so he always wanted to know what it took to medal. So sometimes I lied, whatever it took, right? He never shies away from the big moments, and we knew that we could always count on him to perform. This was a result of the consistent training he had put in over the spring, summer, and into the fall. So Landon.
James Christian. James is a terrific individual that we've had a great deal of joy coaching the last few years. We always appreciate the fact that whenever he had to deal with any setbacks, he always maintained a positive attitude while giving it his all on the course. I mean, seriously, I've never seen James throw a fit in my life, so anyway, James Christian.
Christian Cornell. It's not here either, but we'll pretend like he is. Christian is a very intense competitor who worked extremely hard to make himself into the best runner that he could be. He improved tremendously over the past years, and we couldn't be more proud of his growth.
Calvin Gehring. With Calvin, we never had to question whether or not he was giving it his best. He was always willing to put it out there, be it in a meet or in a workout. Just ask anybody who's ever done long heels with him. He is one of the greatest athletes we've ever had the chance to coach.
Caden Neuenschwander. Caden also put in a lot of work this spring and summer. We often saw him getting his workouts in. His hard work paid off as he went on to have an excellent season where he made huge gains and with many personal best times. In addition to that, he is a terrific teammate and very easy to coach.
Gabe Nuttall. We are grateful that we got to coach Gabe for the past 4 years. Over the years, he has shown a tremendous amount of mental grit. When he had a setback, he always maintained a positive attitude and a willingness to get back out there. Lastly, he is an amazing human being and an awesome teammate.
Jackson Olson. Hey Jackson, you're just gonna have to be okay with the fact that this picture was not your best meet. Does it? That's why we picked it. It was like, which one does Jackson's hair look better? Jackson is a hardworking and ambitious individual who's always pushing himself to reach higher goals. He has lofty standards when he competes and refuses to make excuses for himself. When setbacks occur, we always know that he will not be discouraged and will come back stronger. He was an integral part of our very successful championship races and was truly a game changer for our team.
Dylan Tidwell. When Dylan is on the course, you see that he has great competitive fire. In the time that we have known him, he has never once complained about how hard workouts were and was always willing to dig deep when we needed to. Sometimes, you overlook things when people are quiet. Dylan has this quiet competitiveness that is something to admire, and we're grateful to have coach him. So, thank you.
Logan Wagner. We are grateful that we had the chance to get to know Logan over this last year. One of the most impressive things about him was how quickly he integrated himself into the team. He bought in from day one and has shown tremendous dedication and hard work. And as he's an excellent runner as well as an excellent person. So congratulations, Logan.
And Drew Youngquist. We always knew that Drew had a good deal of potential as a runner. This goes all the way back to when he was a sophomore. This season, he put in a lot of hard work and was awarded with a terrific senior season where he made the varsity squad for our state team. Drew Youngquist. All right, if we could have our captains come up, please. First of all, I just want to say, guys, let's give a round of applause to our captains for 2020. I cannot imagine a more tricky and difficult situation in which to be a captain than it was this year. I think we'll be hearing that a lot when people describe 2020. And the cool thing is like Sam said, when you talk to younger kids down the road, you can actually say things were harder for you and it's not bull, it's actually true, so it's always good. Sometimes you hear that and you're like, yeah, right. But anyway, I was going to say that these guys and girls, they did an amazing job just staying on top of things, communicating to us, helping out when needed, helping set a lot of things that you're seeing here up as well. We do have a captain's gift. It's currently being printed, but we'll get it going. It's coming your way. I wish I could show you the visual, just because I just thought it'd be kind of fun. But we got shirts for you guys. I went with the size that you ordered with this because it's the same material. And on the shirt it says, "I was captain during a pandemic, and all I got was this lousy shirt." So. And I thought that would be good, just way to remember this year, at least with a laugh. But you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, the next thing that we want to get into is obviously you guys aren't just athletes, you are student athletes. You're students first and foremost. And we as coaches take a great deal of pride in your guys' academic success as well as your success out on the course. So we're just going to take a moment to recognize our region, our all-region athletes, which I think was a 375, right?
So,
Yeah.
senior 375.
Yeah, you have to be a senior and have better, a 375 or better. So we'll go ahead and start with, normally this would be alphabetical order, but it's not, so just know that. Carly Hansen. Megan Campbell. Hannah Brierly. Drew Youngquist. Logan Wagner. Jackson Olson. Gabe Nuttall. Christian Cornell. James Christian. And Landon Bott. Also, we also had a few academic all-state winners as well. So go ahead and stand up when I say your name. Landon Bott. Hannah Brierly. Carly Hansen. Gabe Nuttall. Jackson Olson. And Logan Wagner. Congratulations.
Okay, so like we talked about, we kind of made that decision to change up our awards a little bit and really focus on our seniors and give them what we wanted to appreciate. We did, obviously, we always want to have one award at the end of the year for our MVP. And so this year's boys MVP finished first on our team, all but one race, and did so as a sophomore, which is a really impressive feat. And we all know that this person's as competitive as they come, and always trying to find ways to be better and to continue to grow. He would not say, he probably would be the first to tell you that didn't think this year went exactly the way he'd hoped, but considering the circumstances, did a tremendous job, and we always knew that we could plan on his best effort, his A game, regardless of the circumstances. And so our boys MVP this year is Sam Hansen.
And now on to our girls MVP. It has been a pleasure to coach Carly for the past 4 years. She is the most decorated athlete that we've ever had in the sport. She is #1 on all our cross-country all-time lists. Finished first in every race in which she competed in Utah this year, had multiple individual titles, including her 3rd straight state championship this year, and also received, as we just heard, academic all-state honors. Those accomplishments didn't just happen. No matter how talented a person might be, they have to put in a lot of work to have that type of success, and Carly is no different in that regard. As one of her coaches, I can safely say that we never had to worry about whether or not Carly was getting the work in. She seldom missed practices and always gave a good effort when she was here. Carly is extremely driven. She is always looking to be challenged and is willing to risk defeat against elite level competition in other states in an endeavor to continually improve as a runner. She has always understood that you cannot have growth without having struggle. And that is why our MVP for 2020 cross-country season is Carly Hansen. At this time, we'll turn the time over to captains. They're all looking like back at you like, what's our cue? Jody, you want to speak?
Yes, okay. So, this year's gift, I tried to do something very good because, or we did, because it's most of our last year except for Tim Battle Center, so you better do better next year. So, for the gift this year, we got a few things for the coaches. Number one, cards, because I'm pretty sure we got in trouble multiple times for standing up on the bus playing cards. Another thing was Gatorade, because, like we all know, runners love Gatorade. And then an important story I found very meaningful was when Zach told me about his running, when all of us go home when it's dark outside. And he said, I want to go run with you guys, but because of COVID, it was a little worrisome. So I got him to make sure he stays safe, some lights to wear while he's running, okay, so he doesn't get hit and he can see where he's going. So we'd like to thank you for all you do and running, even though it's dark outside and cold and miserable. So, and then another gift we got was Skyfall, because I feel so bad that I feel like this year we missed out a lot of team bonding, and I wanted to invest in a team bonding activity for the future years, and it's safe for social distancing in case this goes on for a very long time. So we'd like to thank you guys for all you do and how much you care about us and what you've invested into our team, because we care a lot about that. Thank you.
Now we have a team spike ball set. Let's go. Yeah. As soon as I have a chance to inventory it, then we'll be ready to go. Yeah.
A couple things. Normally when, in a normal year, we have all of our seniors stand up and we have everyone kind of take a look and be like, okay, I'm gonna have to step up my game. And so hopefully you can kind of, those of you who are not seniors, you can kind of consider that and consider the hard work and determination that they put into the success that they had. And use that as your drive. Use that as your opportunity to take a step up. They were all sitting in those seats as sophomores or juniors or freshmen, wondering, I wonder what that's going to be like when I'm a senior, and now they're here. And so we definitely have some big shoes to fill on this team, but we also every year know that people are going to step up and fill those shoes. And so we hope that you can just continue to work and continue to be driven to do that. The second thing is, for everyone here, how great is it that it's not over? And we do know that we'll have a track season this year. Like, we will make that happen. And those of you who missed out on personal best last year have that opportunity to make up for that and more. And we're super excited about that. And although indoor might not be quite the same as we're used to, we know that the hard work that you put in during this winter time will absolutely pay off in the spring. And if you do that, then I'm so excited to see the growth that you've shown during cross country, and you showed during indoor track last year, and opportunities that you'll have to have personal bests that you'll always be able to look back on with a lot of pride. And so just remember that we are still putting in the work this winter. Stay motivated. Even when it's cold, we know that's hard. We know it's hard when it's cold and the air's lousy or whatever it might be. But if you put in that work, then hard work always equals success. And so we know that. And so just take some time to think about that over the next few weeks and use this as your drive to know that you can do great things this spring. So thank you.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to say is that I'm really, really grateful that I got to coach you guys this season. I really am. We focused so much on all the things that were crazy or went wrong, but you guys handled it all with a smile and a great attitude. And that the fact that we had a season at all is just something that we just need to remember that it was a gift. This year was a gift. And let's embrace that and build on that going forward. Thank you. And one more thing, more of a housekeeping note, if I could have some of y'all help me put this library, because believe it or not, this is not what it normally looks like. Yeah, so if you guys could help me put it back together, that would be amazing. I'll direct you and everything like that. A lot of it's going to be moving tables, but you could have a couple people moving the table, not dragging, because some of these tables are about ready to fall apart. One leg in particular. And like I said, thank you guys. I mean, seriously. Make sure to turn in uniforms, okay? And we always appreciate the signing and the comments and the cards. I've got a stack like that, which is kind of fun to go through every once in a while. So thank you. We do read them. That's like when I go home for first to read them.
Jake, was my head in it? A little bit. Nice. Move the other way. Yeah, we're just kings. Hey.